Hey guys, so it's me, John here, and I have updated my studio if you guys can't notice. Hopefully this new lighting will be a lot better. My reviews will probably be the same, just about the same quality of good reviews, but the studio and the lighting and everything will hopefully look better, so please tell what you guys think. And today we're doing a LEGO Superman Man of Steel set. This is Superman Battle of Smallville. It's ages 6 through 12. It contains 418 pieces, retails for about 50 US dollars. Set number 76003, and here's a front look at your box. Warning, this review will contain very minor spoilers for Man of Steel, so please don't complain if I spoil anything about the movie because you have been warned. There's a quick look at the back of your box. This set here includes 2 instruction manuals. The first one here has 55 pages of building, the second one has 47. Also included is one of those amazing comic books. First up for minifigures here is Superman, the Man of Steel himself, and he looks absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, this exact same figure comes in every single Man of Steel set, so he's not really that special by any means, but still a great looking figure. Really wish the set could have come with a variant maybe of him. Maybe he's beat up more or something. That would have been really cool, but he's still a great figure nonetheless. You can see he features that awesome double-sided face with the laser eyes, which is absolutely fantastic. He also has back printing. Next minifigure here is Colonel Hardy, who is a pretty cool minifigure. I really like the torso that LEGO gave him right there. That's very useful for any of you guys are Army fans. Unfortunately, his gun is just one of those alien conquest guns. It's a cool gun, but it's so weird looking. It doesn't fit with this minifigure. But besides that, he's pretty cool. His face, though, is extremely disappointing because in the movie, he's kind of has thinning hair, but he's not completely bald. I wish they had made a new head for this figure completely. Unfortunately, they just decided to use a very common LEGO face, which really sucks, but he's still a pretty decent figure. Here's a quick look at Colonel Hardy from the back. Next minifigure here is General Zod in his Kryptonian armor. This figure is exclusive to this set, and he also comes in the Black Zero Escape set. The General Zod without his armor comes in the smallest set. This is a pretty awesome looking minifigure. I love the detail on the front right there, and I love his new gun. It looks absolutely fantastic. There's a quick look at General Zod with all of his armor off. Unfortunately, the armor piece kind of damages his cape, so if you want to keep that cape in good order, you're not going to want to put the cape on with the armor piece. But he looks fantastic with some printing right there. You also get his hairpiece, which is really cool. Unfortunately, his hairpiece is not very accurate to the movie because I'm pretty sure he has brown hair in the movie, considering he has a brown goatee, but he's still a pretty cool looking minifigure. Just like Superman, he also has that awesome laser vision double-sided face. General Zod also features slight back printing. Here is an exclusive figure and probably my favorite figure from this set. This is Faora. She is a Kryptonian woman and she's a fantastic minifigure. You can see her helmet is the exact same as General Zod's, but her armor piece is a lot different, which is really cool. She also holds the same gun and has the same black cape. You can see she features some great detail from the front right there. Love her leg printing, love her torso printing. Her hairpiece is also fantastic. I don't believe that hairpiece has ever been made in black before, and also her face is a pretty generic female face from LEGO. I believe it's the same face that came on Wonder Woman, but she still looks pretty good. She also features a more angry double-sided face, which is really cool, and I gotta say, this villain was really intense in the movie. I thought she was personally a better villain than General Zod, which is saying a lot, so I really think the actress who played this character was fantastic in the Man of Steel movie. She also features some slight back printing. Last and probably least here is Tor-an, and I have no idea who this character is because I don't remember him at all from the movie. Maybe he was just in the background at some point, but I definitely do not remember seeing this character in the movie, but he's still a pretty cool looking figure. Got some good front torso printing right there. He has that Lex Luthor face and some generic brown hair. There he is from the back. Here's the main part of the set itself. You get a small little Jeep, which is pretty cool, and a big spaceship. So look at each of those pieces individually. Here is our small Jeep. This is a pretty cool design, and the reason I'm using that collectible minifigure stand piece right there is because this Jeep seems to want to roll away on me every time it gets a chance. You can see the Jeep from the front right, looks really cool. There it is from the side, and there it is from the back. Bring you a little bit closer up details. You can see the Jeep here. It actually looks really cool. You got this nice little flick fire missile thing back here. I really do not like the color of blue for the missiles themselves, but they do flick pretty easily, which is kind of nice, and they do rotate 360, which is pretty cool. But if you're not a fan of this flick fire thing, it's really easy to remove, and you can definitely customize it back here to make this Jeep look a little bit better, which is really cool. Now, one problem I have with the Jeep here is the front wheels. I think these front wheels stick out a little bit too far. I know Jeeps, they do kind of stick out that far, but it doesn't look about this awkward. So there's actually a really easy change to this thing if you agree with me that the wheels kind of look a little bit awkward from the front right there, which I'll change right now. All you're going to want to do is basically just take that piece off and take these wheel pieces, and you're going to take this, and you're going to flip it around. It's pretty easy, and you can put them back there. The wheels will still roll just as well, and you can put this piece back on. In my opinion, the Jeep actually looks a lot better. Now, that's just my personal preference, but I still think it looks really cool. The seat here has that one piece that we haven't seen in a while, which is pretty cool. Got a string right there, and you can definitely fit a minifigure in right there, and there's another seat for another figure. One last problem with the Jeep itself really isn't the Jeep. It's kind of has to do with the movie. In the movie, there wasn't a Jeep in this scene. There was actually a helicopter. I don't know why LEGO didn't include the helicopter over the Jeep. I guess the set probably would have cost maybe $10, $20 more if it included a helicopter, but I would definitely prefer getting the actual helicopter to be accurate to the movie. This Jeep is still really cool, but it wasn't really in the movie. Here's the main part of the set. This is being called the Black Zero Dropship. This is kind of a cool vehicle. It's not a very accurate representation of the vehicle from the movie. It's a very oddly shaped vehicle in the movie, so I really do give LEGO a little bit of credit for trying to replicate that design, but they didn't do a great job, in my opinion. But besides that, it's actually a pretty cool looking vehicle. You can see the 3 cockpit looking pieces right here. Really reminds me of the Gungan sub, which is kind of an interesting thing that this reminds me of. It does look pretty cool from the front right there. I love these little details, kind of small greebly and small like not symmetrical details, which is pretty cool. Like this cannon right here, and this cannon actually can rotate, which is pretty cool, but it also provides a problem with this vehicle because it has trouble standing, because basically it only stands on these things, and if this cannon is rotated just a little bit, this thing is not going to stand up, it's going to lean to one side, so you have to get this cannon perfectly aligned for this thing to stand, which that is an unfortunate part about this set. Moving around the sides, these stickers here are pretty cool, even though they don't go on perfectly and sometimes they tend to peel off. These things right here are pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's another problem to the movies. In the movie, it kind of lands on these things, and you can't get it to land on this because this is actually a little bit longer than the actual vehicle itself. These things are still pretty cool. You can adjust them pretty nicely. You can move those up and down. Pretty cool little things right there. There's a quick look from the back. It looks pretty cool. Got some small engines. Again, like the Black Zero drop or the Black Zero escape pod set. I really wish they chose a different color than green for the engines, because I don't believe they were green in the movie, and it kind of looks a little bit silly in my opinion. Now let's move on to the interior of this thing. You can easily lift up this cockpit piece, and this cockpit piece is pretty rare right now, so it's a really cool addition to get that. There's some small controls inside here, some nice silver pieces. You can fit 2 minifigures. Unfortunately, if you want to fit Faora or General Zod, you'll have to take off all their armor, but you can definitely fit Tor-an in there pretty easily, and the cockpit can close pretty nice, and it's a really nice fit for him, and that looks pretty cool. Inside here, you get those pieces there in a nice gray color. I really love that recolor for that piece. You can actually lift those up, and there's not too much going on inside there. Basically what you can do is you can actually fit the extra guns inside there, which is kind of cool. I kind of wish LEGO had designed these to actually be extra cockpits to store minifigures or something. I really wish LEGO had done that thing, but it's still a pretty cool storage area, and it's the exact same thing on both sides. Now the main play feature with this dropship is basically these giant cannons. You get 2 of them, which is really, really cool. And if you pull this little green piece right here, it will fire the cannon really well, and you get 2 of them, which is really nice. It's those spring-loaded cannons. Very powerful missiles. Do not fire these at your brother's faces or something, because it will hurt if they get hit in the eye with one of those things that are very powerful and very cool. Alright guys, final verdict here on the Battle of Smallville. This is a pretty cool set for $50. I think it's an okay value. Could have been $40. I would have preferred $45 to $40 to $50, but it's still a decent value. You get some really cool minifigures and some pretty cool vehicles, but it's not too accurate to the movie. And I wasn't really excited for the set initially, but it did end up being a little bit better than I expected. That being said, this is still not a fantastic set. I'm going to give it a 7.2 out of 10. I think that's a very appropriate rating for the set. It's pretty cool. It's not fantastic. So what did you guys think? Please rate, comment, subscribe, and please tell me, did you like my new lighting? Did you like my new studio? Does it look a lot better? Does it look a lot worse than my old stuff? I hope it looks a lot better. So please rate, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and like my Facebook page. Links for those will be down in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.